Right now, the latest in the ongoing saga of the Dane County Jail. What local leaders are now proposing to hopefully get the project underway.
Plus, an ongoing search in Verona. Volunteers spend the afternoon looking for a man not seen since Monday.
And later, the final push for votes with some big names making stops across Wisconsin in the next few days. You're watching News 3 now at 6. Well, just about everyone on the Dane County Board agrees the county needs a new jail. It's an issue years in the making.
But after making some headway this spring, supervisors are once again at an impasse this fall. Tahlil Mohadeen explains why. Tahlil?
The Dane County Board members I spoke with tell me their goals are the same, make the Dane County Jail more humane. Where they differ, though, is how to make that happen. After being close to finally figuring it out 7 months ago.
So in March, we thought we knew how much the project would cost. We were wrong.
Another round of surging construction costs and inflation-related budget shortfalls have Dane County leaders again at odds on how to proceed. Now, 2 more proposals are on the table.
I feel confident that we can move forward with the project looking different.
Chair of the Public Protection and Judiciary Committee, Rochelle Andre, supports a plan that would again reimagine the jail consolidation project. The specifics haven't been worked out yet, but it would begin with 2 fewer floors than the sheriff's original 7-story proposal.
I can't guarantee how many people we're going to be diverting, for how long, who are they, but I can confidently say that we are moving in the direction of keeping people out of the criminal justice system.
It's a plan District 3 Supervisor Annalise Eicher worries will set the jail consolidation project back.
It would require a significant redesign, which is time, and it's also money, and it also means sacrificing a number of the goals that we have set for this project.
To manage the deficit, Eicher has her own proposal. She wants to reshuffle funds from the Jail Space Needs Study Project, the Terminal Modernization Project, and the Compressed Natural Gas Trailers Project.
Hopefully that's enough to get this over the finish line.
But Eicher admits there's no guarantee more money won't be needed yet again. And Andre believes the latest redesign is the safer choice.
I wouldn't support a project that didn't have medical and mental health space. I wouldn't support a project that was still relying on use of solitary confinement.
The county's Personnel and Finance Committee will consider those 2 proposals in committee, and if they select one, the full board would vote on it in November.
In Verona, police say they've arrested a man now facing tentative charges of keeping a place of prostitution. Local officers and the Wisconsin Department of Criminal Investigations executed a search warrant on a home on Lucille Street yesterday afternoon. The 58-year-old was arrested after the search, but has not yet been officially charged with the crime. 2 others were also taken into custody for outstanding warrants.
Madison police arrested a 29-year-old man early this morning who they say was traveling more than 100 miles per hour downtown and nearly hit 2 pedestrians with his vehicle. Officers tried to pull the vehicle over twice. Both times the suspect took off. Officers did not pursue, but a short while later the car was found crashed on East Washington Avenue. The driver was arrested after suffering only minor injuries. He's facing several charges, including 4th offense OWI. Also in Madison, a new independent police monitor has been named about a week after the city's first choice turned it down. Announced this afternoon, the Civilian Oversight Board has named Robert Copley to the role. Copley has a law degree from Marquette and has previously worked as the Milwaukee Police Department's open records legal advisor and a paralegal for the Milwaukee Fire and Police Commission. If approved by the Common Council, Copley would begin his role in early December.
Taking a look over downtown Madison right now, we are in for a nice weekend ahead, and next week also looks pretty promising. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Well, skies are sunny almost from sunup to sundown today, and it looks like we'll see just as much sunshine for tomorrow. You see a visible cloud track, hardly any clouds across Wisconsin. That was a good sign to start things out. And here's the live view from the Platteville Quimby Radio Skycam. The sun has just dipped below the horizon out in the western portion of the state. Doppler track, not a drop of rain anywhere across Wisconsin or the upper Midwest. High temperatures today, very comfortable. 58 Madison unofficially so far, 61 in Janesville, 61 in Boscoville, 64 in Lone Rock. Everybody else is in the upper 50s. Now temperatures have dropped into the lower to middle 50s, although to the east of Madison, seeing a few 40s, including 48 degrees in Waukesha. But across Dane County, still 54 degrees in Deerfield, 53 in Sauk City, and 55 degrees in Verona. Look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. Temperatures will drop off to about 42 by late evening. Right now, we're looking at a great forecast for the weekend, and Halloween looks just as nice. In fact, I'll have more on the Halloween forecast in just a few minutes.
Friends, family, and neighbors all hope to find a missing Verona man alive. They've spent the entire afternoon searching Fireman's Park on the south side of the city, and that's where police canines tracked his scent. They're searching for 51-year-old John Ramsier.
He was last seen Monday night in the area of Melody Circle and Melody Lane. Armand Rahman is in Verona at Fireman's Park, where that search continues tonight. Armand?
Yeah, Eric and Charlotte, second search party headed out about an hour ago. And a friend of the family who organized today's search tells me that the early afternoon crew actually covered this immediate area of Fireman's Park pretty well. So now the second crew will be branching out to Bradger Prairie and north and south, coming out of the Ice Age Trail. Now, people have placed missing person flyers in Verona, Fitchburg, New Glarus, and beyond, but the focus shifted here after canines discovered a fresh trail which led to this area. Along with police dogs from MPD, I'm told Dane County also lent their drones this week. Black Earth Fire also deployed a boat to search the water today, but otherwise this effort is mostly John's friends and family.
The community has really come together to support them. But they are, of course, still in shock. The emergency responders and law enforcement have all been very helpful. This is a very interdepartmental effort.
Friends say a camera spotted John at the Fitchburg Target Monday night. Ramsier's phone showed he later stopped at home, but after leaving his phone behind, John dropped off the grid. Friends of the family say he was an avid hiker and walker, but it's not like him to stay out of touch that long. And Ramsier's family didn't want to speak during what is obviously a very difficult time. However, they did thank the community for their support and ask for privacy. Live in Verona, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Armand. John is about 5'11", 170 pounds. He's bald and he wears eyeglasses. If you have any information on John's whereabouts, you are asked to give the Verona Police Department a call.
Next at 6, campaign coverage now. Republican Senator Ron Johnson and other GOP hopefuls are touring the state in a bus dubbed the Take Back the Country Tour. Senator Johnson joined in a stop in Milwaukee by 1st District Congressman Brian Stile and Ronna McDaniel, who is the chair of the Republican National Committee. Senator Johnson urged his supporters to do more than what they did 2 years ago and get more of their friends and family members to the polls. And in Madison today, U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg campaigning for U.S. Senate candidate Mandela Barnes at the Concourse Hotel, joined by Senator Tammy Baldwin and West Wing actor, Madison East graduate Bradley Whitford. Today's event was a push to get people to the polls and take part in early in-person voting. And tomorrow, one of the biggest names in politics making a trip to Milwaukee to campaign for state Democrats. That would be former President Barack Obama, to be joined by Governor Tony Evers, Senate candidate Barnes, Attorney General Josh Kaul, and others. They'll be attending a campaign event at the Milwaukee North Division High School Fieldhouse tomorrow afternoon.
More than 17 million people have already voted early around the country. That is according to data analyzed by the University of Florida's U.S. Elections Project. That number, as of this morning, includes more than 11 million ballots that were mailed in and more than 6 million that were cast in person. And that push to get people to the polls early and avoid long lines on Election Day is also happening here in a local level. Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway joined representatives from the League of Women Voters, the NAACP, and others outside the Madison Municipal Building to emphasize the importance of making sure voters' voices are heard. The city of Madison has dozens of early voting locations with dates and times varying by location. Still ahead tonight, an iconic country singer announces a stop in Madison as part of an upcoming tour.
Plus, getting ready for Halloween in downtown Madison. How police hope to keep the peace. That's next.
Black November starts now at Ashley. For a limited time, save 55% on Beauty Rest Select Hybrid mattresses and receive a comforter, 2 pillows, and a 4-piece sheet set for free. And get 60 months special financing with no money down. Happening now only at Ashley.
It was Halloween. My daughter stopped at 3 homes, her girlfriend's house, her teacher's house, and the man that murdered her. He molested her and he put her in a garbage bag. He was going to be released in 2018. Josh Kaul, he was not there for me at all. You want some help to find out what's going on, and he doesn't help. He don't care about the victims. I know Eric Toney does. Eric Toney helped keep that man that murdered my daughter from being released. Eric Toney's always been there for me, and that's the kind of attorney general we need.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Radical Tim Michaels is extremely divisive.
I don't care who I offend.
And at his company, the culture comes from the top. Multiple court filings say women were sexually assaulted, harassed, and pressured to have sex with their bosses.
If she refused demands for sex, she would be blackballed from working on a pipeline job.
Higher-ups dismissed the women as liars and fired those who spoke out.
I don't care who I offend.
That's how Tim Michaels runs his company. Don't let him run our state.
Black November starts now at Ashley. For a limited time, take a bonus 20% off your purchase of $19.99 or more at checkout. Plus, get 60 months special financing, no minimum and no money down. Happening now only at Ashley.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Madison police want you to have fun this weekend, but they don't want things to get out of control before the city-sanctioned Freak Fest. There were often a lot of arrest, damage, and disorderly conduct on Halloween weekend. But now, for a third straight year, there will be no Freak Fest. But MPD is still preparing for some big crowds on and around State Street.
Well, Nicole Herzog sat down with Madison police to find out how they plan to keep people safe. Nicole?
Yeah, Freak Fest may be gone for good, but Madison police tell me that even without a supervised and ticketed event, they plan to have just as many officers on patrol in the area this weekend. People can expect to see officers on horseback, bikes, and in squad cars downtown this weekend, plus others directing traffic. They also have been working with the fire department and city officials to ensure the area is safe. The main thing, MPD has emergency plans in place if things get out of control.
I feel that Halloween is one of those opportunities where lots of people like to come out, they like to celebrate, enjoy our beautiful and vibrant downtown, but we're ready to make sure that they can do that safely.
Madison police say their experience with large events in the past makes them prepared for celebrations both downtown and in neighborhoods this weekend. If you're planning to go downtown to celebrate, officers have 3 main tips. Be wise about how much you drink, communicate with your group, and know the address of the place you're staying.
All right, Nicole, thank you. And a reminder to find out trick-or-treating hours in your community. We have an extensive list. You can find it on our website, channel3000.com.
Looking ahead now, country superstar Shania Twain will be coming to the Kohl Center next year as part of her upcoming tour. The 5-time Grammy winner will stop in Madison on May 16th in the midst of her 49-stop tour in support of her upcoming album, Queen of Me, which releases in February. The tour is Twain's first in nearly 5 years. A rock and roll legend has passed away. Jerry Lee Lewis, the piano-pounding, foot-stomping singer known for hits like Great Balls of Fire, died at his home in Mississippi today. His 7th wife, Judith, says he died of natural causes, and she was by his side when this happened. Jerry Lee Lewis was 87 years old. Still ahead tonight, what the high gas prices for us means for the big oil companies.
Plus, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Sooner than ever, we'll take a look at some of the reasons behind the season kicking off so early.
And later this weekend is looking like it'll be another nice one. Gary Canaldi will have his full forecast when we come back.
Radical Tim Michaels is extremely divisive.
I don't care who I offend.
And at his company, the culture comes from the top. Multiple court filings say women were sexually assaulted, harassed, and pressured to have sex with their bosses.
If she refused demands for sex, she would be blackballed from working on a pipeline job.
Higher-ups dismissed the women as liars and fired those who spoke out.
I don't care who I offend.
That's how Tim Michaels runs his company. Don't let him run our state.
They tell me you want in. Are you sure that's what you want? To be a part of this family? Because when you're in it, it's for life. There's no turning back. Do you understand?
It's Steinhaffel's Employee Family Price Sale, our biggest discount of the year. You pay what we pay. Save 40% store-wide and take advantage of Steinhaffel's special financing. During our Employee Family Price Sale, you're always family.
It's my grandma's chicken palm. I hope it's enough for the family. Save big on everything at Menards. Light up your workspace with a new work light from Smart Electrician. This 10,000 lumen LED work light is portable, super bright, and weather resistant. All Smart Electrician work lights are 11% off. Keep a variety of birds coming back to your feeder with Enchanted Garden bird food. Its high-quality blends include sunflower, millet, and other grains to ensure the best for your feathery friends. Get 11% off all Enchanted Garden bird food now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
You heard the Jingle Man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBB.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
Get up and go!
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Nice.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. A new government report shows Americans are spending beyond their means. The Bureau of Economic Analysis released its latest personal consumption expenditures index. It shows consumer spending increased over 0.5% from August to September, while savings fell and incomes only grew 0.4%. Experts say spending still outpaces income when you do adjust for inflation. High prices at the pump for us equals record-setting profits for oil companies, earning nearly $19 billion. ExxonMobil's profit set a record for the second straight quarter as oil and gas prices remained high. That's up 177% from a year ago. And the number 2 U.S. oil company, Chevron, also posted much better than expected results, earning nearly $11 billion last quarter.
Christmas comes but once a year, but it feels like the holiday season is arriving earlier than ever. Many stores are already putting up their holiday lights before Halloween. Bradley Blackburn explains some of the reasons why.
At the American Christmas Warehouse in Mount Vernon, New York, Christmas can't come earlier because it never ends. All year, they prepare high-end holiday displays for clients in 30 states and some of New York City's most iconic spaces.
We're doing Radio City Music Hall, Saks Fifth Avenue, Cartier, Macy's, and many, many office buildings and retailers.
CEO Dan Castorella says these installations are now so complex they can take weeks, and they have to start putting them up, yes, before Halloween.
The decorating is happening right now.
Right now, everything on the floor is getting ready to go out.
All across the country, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas earlier than ever this year. Near Los Angeles, this outlet mall tree arrived in October. In Houston, Bo's already wrapping buildings.
My first reaction was, wow, isn't it a little too early?
I don't even have my pumpkins out, and they've gone straight to Christmas.
Some experts say retailers are responding to consumers who are starting holiday shopping now in part due to inflation.
They're afraid that as it gets closer to Christmas, it'll cost just a little bit more.
Another reason you're seeing all those lights and ornaments on sale, there's a glut of them. Last year, supply chain problems meant holiday stock arrived too late. So some stores are now selling 2 Christmases of decorations.
I think to their surprise and also to their chagrin, they have a ton of inventory. So my expectation is that you'll probably be seeing a lot of sales probably in the next month or so.
Ready or not, Christmas time is here again right now. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, Mount Vernon, New York.
A National Retail Federation survey found that this year, 46% of consumers plan to start their holiday shopping before November.
Now, we have seen snow on the ground during recent Halloweens. Not going to happen this year. Here's Gary with the forecast.
What are you trying to do, scare people?
Yes.
No. This is a different Halloween. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. We got above normal temperatures, not only for Halloween, but this weekend and for all of next week. In fact, even into next weekend, temperatures should be above normal. So the next 10 days, I've got temperatures at or above normal. Dry weather through next Thursday. That includes this weekend and Halloween as well. And shower chances return by next weekend, Friday and then into next weekend. But right now, about a 1 in 3 chance for rain on any given day. Here's your Halloween weather over the last 5 years. And yeah, there's 2019. We had the 4 inches of snow and a high temperature of 32. 2017 was pretty chilly as well, but 58 for highs in 2018, 2020. Last year, 51 for the high temperature, which is just a couple of degrees below normal. But this year, a different story. Our forecast for trick-or-treaters on Monday, 4 p.m., looking for temperatures around 63 with mostly sunny skies. Skies will be mostly clear by 6 p.m., about the mid part of trick-or-treating, and temperatures still close to 60, 55 by 8 p.m. when most of the trick-or-treaters should be wrapping things up and taking home their candy for the family. But as we look at the high temperature trend over the next 10 days, there's Halloween, but temperatures will be even warmer after that, near 70 degrees for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then we drop off toward the end of next week, but the average high temperature drops to 49 by the end of the 10-day period. I'm still looking for a high temperature of 50 Monday after next weekend, so that's still a little bit above average. Notice the jet stream pushing to the north here. That's allowing the milder Pacific air to start working eastward, and there's very little in the way of cloud cover anywhere across the country except for a system down in Texas and Oklahoma bringing some welcome rain there. But the rest of the country pretty much free of precipitation. Right now, Madison is in the clear. We're between weather systems, high pressures off to the east, and pretty much covering much of the eastern portion of the country. Temperatures have started to cool off into the 40s up in northern Wisconsin and close to Lake Michigan. Still in the lower 50s here. Out to the west, a couple of degrees warmer. But as we take a look at future track, notice the absence of clouds for tonight, during the day tomorrow, and those winds out of the south. Not very strong, but enough to give us plenty of sunshine and temperatures in the lower 60s. Now, tomorrow night, some clouds start to come in as a weather system passes to the south. And Sunday, we'll see a fair amount of cloud cover. But notice the rain. It doesn't really move much north of central Illinois. So at this point, I'm looking to stay dry on Sunday. And then notice how we clear out by Monday morning. Maybe a couple of clouds early in the day, but Halloween itself, lots of sunshine expected with temperatures, like I say, in the lower 60s. Planning your night, low temperature 34 Madison, 36 in Oregon, 35 degrees in Cambridge with mostly clear skies. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 33 Janesville, 37 in Monroe, and 34 with clear skies in Baraboo. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine, a little milder, high temperature at 63 degrees. And as we look at the 7 to 10-day forecast, likewise, temperatures lower 60s for Sunday and Halloween Monday, upper 60s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then temperatures start to go back down, but still above normal into next weekend. Some rain shower chances Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And coming up in sports, the Packers are heavy underdogs for Sunday night's matchup against the Bills, while Aaron Rodgers says he hopes Green Bay embraces that role in prime time. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Democrats defunded and dispirited our police, creating the worst crime wave in decades. Biden spent us into 40-year high inflation, drove gas prices to record levels, and opened our borders, causing a flood of illegal immigrants and deadly drugs. Mandela Barnes supports all the policies causing you and your family so much pain. He will rubber stamp their liberal agenda. Mandela Barnes sides with radical leftists, not with you.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine when you purchase. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 loyalty cash. And now during truck season, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward a new Chevy truck with accessories.
Life doesn't stop for diabetes. Be ready for every moment with Glucerna. It's the #1 doctor-recommended brand that's scientifically designed to help manage your blood sugar. Live every moment. Glucerna.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible. So call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
is his top priority. He's delivered for middle-class families on the Beloit City Council, and he'll keep fighting to lower costs for us in the Assembly. Jeff Klett's priorities are all wrong. He supports dismantling our public schools, wants to slash community services to give tax breaks to his billionaire backers, and he'll vote with extreme Republicans to enforce Wisconsin's abortion ban, which could send doctors to prison. We can't afford Jeff Klett.
News 3 Now presented an exclusive debate between Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul and challenger Eric Toney, going head-to-head, making their cases why they should get your vote. And only News 3 Now brought you the debate live, your local election headquarters.
There's no hiding the fact that nobody besides the Packers themselves are picking Aaron Rodgers and company, minus Allen Lazard, to go into Buffalo and beat the Bills on Sunday night. I mean, nobody. Green Bay enters as a double-digit underdog. That never happens to an Aaron Rodgers team, especially under the lights. In primetime, the Packers are 16-2 in their last 18 games. But, again, not as heavy underdogs.
We've been pretty good in prime time the last, 13 games or so. So we expect the same type of performance this week. To be a double-digit underdog is a different spot for us. And I hope we embrace that role because it's probably not going to be like this for a while.
Excited was the word the Badger women's hockey team repeated on Wednesday when asked about heading north for a 2-game series with the Bulldogs. To this point in their schedule, Minnesota-Duluth is Wisconsin's toughest test. UW enters ranked 3rd, UMD sits 5th, and Bucky struck first in this one. Lacey Eden steals the puck and then dangles it and goes backhand to light the lamp to give Wisconsin a 1-goal lead. It'd stay 1-0 until the 3rd when Duluth tied it, going to overtime, and the Bulldogs would score with 57 seconds left in overtime to snap the Badgers' win streak. Wisconsin falls 2-1 in OT, the final. Fresh off a series sweep of then number 10 UMD, the Badger men's hockey team's gauntlet of a schedule continues with 16th ranked Penn State coming to the Kohl Center tonight. The Nittany Lions are undefeated, and Coach Tony Granado knows his squad will have to bring the same energy they did to Duluth if they want to have another successful weekend on the ice.
Each and every weekend there's a new challenge. Penn State's undefeated, they're flying. They feel really good about themselves. We're back home. We haven't won this building yet, so it's going to be important for us to learn from what we did last week, and that was just consistent play from start to finish. I don't think we were very fancy. I think we just played 2 really rock-solid road games, and that'll have to be the same mentality we come into this weekend.
The Wisconsin men's cross-country team has 53 Big Ten team titles to their name, and this morning the Badgers added another one to their record books. The defending individual champ Bob Liking went back-to-back, winning a title in 23 minutes and 48 seconds. Wisconsin had 6th. It finished in the top 10 to win another team championship. The Badger women finished 3rd. Oh, by the way, high school football playoffs tonight, too.
Round 2. Great weather for it, Gary.
Yeah, comfortable out there. Skies are clear across southern Wisconsin. Temperatures right now in the 40s. They'll drop off into the 30s by morning.
Well, thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.